Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All of us in trying to find a job want to end strongly. We want to have a strong finish, but it starts at the beginning. And so we're starting today with Britney Seeley, who is the CEO and founder of Work Consultancy Inc. Britney, good morning to you again.
Good morning, Pearson. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you here as well. So let's start right into this because there are people who are looking for a job, but they're so fearful because should I apply? Do I have the qualifications? Why should I bother? So my confidence is shaken. What advice would you want to give? Let's start there.
Yes, so self-confidence is a huge thing when job hunting. It can lead into the interview, it can lead into negotiating your pay, but really and truly, it starts with the application. Do you
Hmm.
have the confidence to apply? So we can jump straight into it, which is, are you qualified? When you look at that job description, you do not need to possess all five qualities that they're asking for. If you have three out of five, if you have four out of five, then you can go ahead and market yourself well and strive to achieve that job. Oftentimes, we encounter a number of persons who would be suitable for a position, but they feel like they can't do it because they don't have all five of the qualifications
Yes.
mentioned. However, they need to go ahead and apply for that vacancy if they want to secure the job because really and truly, it takes them applying. You can't get the job if you don't apply. So you need to really push yourself, have that confidence, and go ahead after that job.
At what point do you say, you know what, let me stop that because somehow nobody seems to be hearing me. I'm applying because I thought I had three out of five and it feels as if no one is paying attention.
The reality is, Pearson, that you can't stop. The job market is so saturated and you need to keep going. And so we look to support many of our clients in this process. Do they need mental health assistance? Do they need a friend to job hunt with? Do they need a support group? Those things can help you apply for the position, but you need to still apply on your own because really and truly, you can't get a job if you don't apply. So
Hmm.
it all boils down to you biting the bullet and sending in the application.
So it really truly does not hurt to apply. The least we can do is apply. That's the way we know. And sometimes you might even surprise yourself because by applying, you might be the one who gets the call to at least have an interview.
Precisely.
And then you know for sure.
Precisely.
What about my skills though? Because oftentimes, I have a skill set in one particular area and I figure, that might not necessarily fit over there. How do you deal with
Mhm.
that individual?
So next you ask yourself, are your skills transferable? So you remember when I mentioned you may have three out of the five skills. With the
Hmm.
other two, do you have experiences that can transfer into those qualifications? So for example, you may not have been in a management position, but you may have led team members on many occasions. You can insert that into your CV, into your resume, or even into your cover letter to show persons that you demonstrate the qualities. So you don't need to be a manager to apply for a managerial role. All you need to do is have been in a position where you would have managed persons, where you would have showcased those skills, and you can show that to the employer.
Interesting. Interesting. So when you see these applications, you're asking for the manager of whatever. Don't be afraid. You don't have to have been a manager. You might have been a supervisor, and it's okay to reach up and reach for that as a goal as well. So interesting. I like that because the skills that
Definitely.
you would have developed as a supervisor are also going to be relevant in the managerial position. So you already have those
Precisely.
skills. That's good.
Yes. And there
And
are different
mhm.
levels in managerial positions as well. You can easily get into like an entry level managerial role where you are at the bottom of the base. So you can do it.
I like that. You can do it. You can do it, folks, this morning for sure. Now, you asked the question, are you willing to learn? One asks themselves that question. Sometimes we're not very honest with ourselves, but it is important to at least be able to look that question squarely in the eye and be able to answer it.
Yes. I'm going to go back to the managerial example. So
Hmm.
you have the experience as a supervisor, you have the years in the field, you would have been in customer service, probably admin. And now, are you willing to learn the extra skills to be the manager that you were called to be? So, are you doing courses on the side? Are you demonstrating your capabilities by saying, I'm going ahead, I'm being in these forums and I'm attending webinars, I'm learning this information constantly? Are you showing that you're willing to learn? I have no doubt that if you demonstrate this on your CV, on your application, then an employer might be more willing to go with you because it might be less training if you are teachable and you are willing to learn.
So you're saying basically, when the courses are presented, take the course, do the
Yeah.
learning, do the training, do whatever you need to do, regardless of whether or not you're applying for the job, because it will help, it will advance you when it comes to consideration when you apply. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes. Definitely. And it caters to your personal and professional development as well. Because remember, not aiming to get into one position, you're trying to make yourself more marketable and get into the job that you truly enjoy. So, really and truly, when you develop yourself, then you're able to tackle multiple organizations. You're able to go to multiple companies. Have that confidence because you have the skill set, you have the knowledge, you're constantly learning, and you're saying, I can bring these skills to your institution. I can put my best foot forward and meet the objectives that you're looking for me to meet.
And no one can take those skills away from you. No one
That's
can.
true.
So, Brittany, quickly, for those who want to consult with you today, how can they reach you?
So they can reach us at www.theworkservice.com. They can reach me at 825-6384. We're on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Just look for Work Consultancy Inc. Type it in on Google and you will find us.
Simple Simon made the payment. 825-6384 for those of you who want to use the digits. Thank you, Brittany. Have yourself a great day.
Thank you, you as well.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.